Guys, in today's video, I'll be talking about the new plans for UK immigration, which was published 25th of November of 2022. And I'll also be talking about the new policy for international students. So, hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is FaithOjone. And on this channel, I talk about ways you can travel abroad and settle abroad. I share recent information concerning the UK and how to settle in the UK. If this is the kind of content you like, do hit the subscribe button down below to join the family. Without wasting so much of your time, let's get straight into the video. First, I'll start with the new policy for international students. Then I'll now talk about the list of the things that are coming into effect, changes from 2023 to 2025. Well, the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, is planning on clamping down on international students taking low-quality degree. He is considering cracking down on international students, bringing dependents, and restricting admission to top universities only. Okay, on Thursday, the total net migration to the UK climbed to the record high of 504,000. So this, I don't know if it's panic or they are worried that they might not have enough capacity, enough accommodation, enough resources to, tend to the people who are coming into the country. Before now, it's really difficult for you to be able to move to the UK, but since after the pandemic and the Brexit, the UK relaxes a lot of their rules, allowing people to migrate to the UK, and they even reintroduced the post-study visa, which increased more students coming into the UK. Ministers are saying that this is like an area where the government may want to think whether the offer is right, particularly if you're coming to the UK for 1 year master's program. Why should they allow you to bring your dependents? So if you're coming to study undergraduate, you cannot come with your dependents. It's only allowed for masters and PhD. So they are saying if you're coming for just 1 year program, they shouldn't be allowing dependents. But at this point, the only advice I'll tell you is that if you're migrating to the UK this period, you need to be strategic. I had a live session yesterday and a lot of people joined in the live sharing their experiences, mostly international students, and their plans, and advising people who are coming in to be strategic and make proper plan and have plan A, B, C to Z before coming to the UK, because things might not go as you would want, and you might want to have proper plans in place, especially if you're planning on coming to the UK with your family. You need to be really, really strategic. Things are a bit, not going smoothly, to be honest. When I migrated to the UK almost 3 years ago, accommodation was so easy and affordable. We got a 1-bedroom apartment for £950 per month. But right now, that same area, we cannot even get a 1-bedroom for 1.5. That is how bad it is. Right now, things are just, there's high demand for housing, and this is the highest. The UK have not had inflow of people like this before. So there's a high demand of housing, and which is putting pressure on housing, even mortgage, buying a house. The whole things are just a lot more difficult because there's high demand. People are in demand of housing. Landlords are increasing their rent, kicking people out to increase rent. Things are expensive, plus the Ukraine war, food stuff that used to be very affordable and not as affordable. I could remember that time I would go to the market with £30 and I'll buy a lot of stuff. But now, if I go to the market, I'm like, what is going on? But again, this is not to discourage you from coming to the UK. If you plan on coming to the UK, you can still come. All I'm saying is have proper plans in place. Ask questions, talk to people already in the UK. Plan very well, strategize before you come to the UK. According to the national statistics, about 504,000 more people are estimated to have moved to the UK than they left in the last 12 months. Okay, and this increase is driven by the Ukraine visa scheme, Hong Kong citizen, and students arriving from outside the UK. People arriving on study visa accounted for the largest proportion of the long-term immigration of non-EU nationals, which is at 277,000, which is 39% of international students, according to the Office of the National Statistics. So among all the people who have migrated to the UK, the international students have the large proportion number, and maybe this is the reason why the Prime Minister is planning on cutting down student visa. A lot of universities are not happy about this plan because they are saying that if the UK should only restrict admission to only top universities that are not in the top list, what would then happen to them? That a lot of universities will go bankrupt, and it's not going to be easy for them. And considering the fact that education contributes a whole lot to the UK economy, that process they want to take is not going to be beneficial. A lot of universities are against this plan. They've not made any official statement, but we all know that once they are planning on doing something, they actually do it. So if you're back home, you're in your country, you've deferred your admission, start packing your bags and start coming to the UK, because you don't know the new policy if it's going to affect your process or affect you in the long run. So here are the changes that will be happening from 2022 down to 2025 in the UK. This is for you to know how to prepare yourself, how to strategize, and if you're living in the UK also, so you'll be aware it will not be new to you. Over the next few years, the government are bringing in more improvement to ensure they continue to have a world-leading border and legal immigration system. Okay, they are enhancing the immigration and border system by streamlining processes through which embracing technology, which provides efficiency for people coming into the UK and also to support the UK economy and the border operations. So it doesn't matter which part of the world you are or which country you come from. If you have the necessary skills that UK workforce need, you will be allowed into the UK. This is what they are saying. I don't know why they are making this point, but let's not dive into it. So the next thing they are going to work on is to simplify the customer experience, navigating the system. They're going to make everything simple. You know how when you go on gov.uk, you're trying to read what they're talking about, you're like clueless, you're lost. So what they're saying is that they're going to now work on the official gov.uk information and make it more simplified in an easy English for you to read and understand your immigration rules, implementing recommendation on laws, and for you to cut through the complexity and make the rules clearer, consistent, and accessible to encourage those who have the skills and talents to benefit from the UK, and to crack down illegal migration and remove those who abuse our hospitality by committing criminal offense. So they are really, really cracking down on illegal migration or criminal offenders. The fact that the net migration has gone up like this, you do not want to mess up in the UK, because deportation straight, they're not going to make it a lot tougher. Of course, they will now want to be really strict with their rules, and I'm guessing this is why they released this statement yesterday, which is the 25th of November. So you get to read it and know that, okay, things are not going to be like before. You need to be aware of all of this. So the rule have been written in plain English, and they are easy to understand for those of you who are going to be using their website like gov.uk. It's going to make every information in plain English for you to understand, so it's not going to be very complex and very confusing. This is why I love New Zealand official website. It is in plain English. You can literally read and understand everything. It is straightforward, but the UK one is quite complex. Complicated. The English they use, I'm like, what is this? What's the meaning of this? So now they are working on the official the UK to make it, all their information there in a simplified manner for everyone to read and understand. By 2025, the UK will be customer centric, like border and immigration system will be improved, including if you're planning to come to the UK, a simpler customer guidance on gov.uk to help people navigate the system more easily and understand how to comply with the rules. Transforming customer contact channels, including call center and digital self-services, helping people to get information they need, what to expect from this application process, and how to ensure they comply with the rules. They keep talking about the rules. So now they're going to make everything a lot easier in terms of on gov.uk, so every information you're looking for is going to be there, so that it will be easier for you to self-serve, do everything yourself without needing to reach out an immigration agent and all of that. If you are applying to come to the UK, more streamlined and seamless digital application process, including innovative identity capture and verification to improve the customer's experience, a transformed sponsor system to speed up the process for customers and sponsors. So any sponsors who want to bring people in the UK and people who are coming in the UK, they want to go more into digital by making it a lot easier. So also the new digital process is that you don't need to use the visa center. You can use your mobile phone to take your capturing and send. So they're making everything more digital and self-service. So permission to travel include introduction of an electronic travel authorization, that is the ETA scheme, enable more upstream security checks to prevent more harmful people from getting into the UK border in the first place. Okay, so they are rolling out the e-visa, that's digital immigration status information, accessed via a user-friendly online system or system-to-system service. So they're going to be sharing your data to other government departments, which include Department of Works and Pension, HRMC, and the NHS. This will help it easier for you to show your right of entitlement in the UK. So if you want to access the NHS, they can just view your entitlement via an online process now. So these are some of the changes coming in. Another new changes to expect on gov.uk is they are planning on for skilled worker and for sponsors. So if you are planning on coming to the UK via the skilled worker route, there is a new system which is called the eligibility checker. So you can check your eligibility if you're eligible for a skilled worker visa or not, and sponsors can also check if the current role they have is eligible for sponsorship. So this process is just to help you as an individual to know your eligibility, and also the companies to also know if the role they are recruiting people for is eligible for sponsorship. So when you go on the website, you just fill in some box, tick in some box. Based on the answers you give, they will let you know if you're eligible for a skilled worker visa or not. That is another changes going on the government website. This is something a lot of countries are already doing, like New Zealand. You can check if you're eligible for and in which visa are you eligible for. So the government is trying to launch this tool on gov.uk so that people can easily check eligibility. So it is called the skilled worker eligibility checker. Also, the UK will be launching a chat bot on the website. So if you have any questions or query, you can ask the chat bot and they would help to resolve it a lot quicker. So what are they trying to do here? They're trying to make sure that all your queries and questions are answered a lot quicker, and you will not be needing to speak with an agent. So to reduce the amount of time you need to wait for you to speak with an agent. So if you have any issues with your visa or whatever query it is that you have, you can easily do it via the chat bot now. So this will start from 2023. They did not specify which month, but from 2023 the chat bot will be introduced. Okay, so they have transformed the way people can apply for visa to come to the UK, making it a lot simpler and easier for people to apply. The application form is online for most of our customers, and millions of applicants can now upload their facial biometrics using a smartphone. This is good news. Many people now receive an e-visa, a digital version of their immigration status, which they can access via an online account over the next 2 years. It's going to be digital by default. Application process will be rolled out to more customers. So everything is going to be digital right now. What the government is trying to say is that between 2023, that's next year, to 2025, you should expect a lot of changes happening. This is why you need to subscribe to this channel. We're always going to bring to you first-hand information. By the way, if you're interested in reading everything I just mentioned in this video, like you want to read it for yourself, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. So this video is not to scare you or discourage you from coming to the UK. This video is just to encourage you and also to let you know to make proper plans and strategize. If you have not seen my live where I talked about why students are moving from the UK, you need to go and watch that video, because a lot of students in the UK joined our live and shared their experiences and what they are going through in the UK. Hopefully their experiences and their thoughts will help you to make proper preparation and plans when you are coming to the UK. Anyway, everyone's immigration journey is different, so do not compare yourself with others. First, come to the UK and see how your own will turn out. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.